What is up, everyone? It's your boy Just Boggy back with another video. This one is going to be software related. So I've got my arcade 1UP clone where I want it to be. Got my 20-inch monitor 4x3, and I've also got a 14:9 marquee there, which that changes marquees when you change the game. I've also got the software installed and all my LEDs, all my LED buttons rather, my joysticks, everything I want. I've got a couple of Xbox One pads as well, if you want to do 3 and 4 player, or if there's a game that you can't really map the buttons, i.e. PlayStation games and stuff like that, if you wanted to play them. I've got them on there. I'm not too sure. This is a fighting cabinet and you can map fighting controls just using the buttons on the deck. So it's there if I need it. But in this one, I want to talk about some settings that I see people put a PC in their 1UP, but they don't configure it properly. I don't know whether that's just through choice. I'm not too sure. So what I thought I would do is just talk you through it. This has a dedicated PC in this arcade. I will not be using it for anything else other than gaming. So I'm not going to be doing word processing or doing a quick print of something off the net. This isn't even going to stay on the net. I'm going to take this off the net because I'm finding it's cool for Steam games and stuff, or multiplayer games. But what I am finding is it's constantly looking for updates. It does the updates and it screws something up on it. I don't know why, and it's effing annoying. So once I've set all this up, it's coming off the net, and that's as easy as just unplugging the network cable if you've got that plugged in. This is wireless, so I'll just disconnect it in the settings there. But let's start off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the cabinet, reset Windows, and we'll start off from there. So what you're going to want to do is get yourself a keyboard. I've just got a cheapo keyboard. I think it was about £20 off of Amazon. This is USB. Don't use a wireless one, you need a wired one. Reason for that being is you need this to work as soon as the computer starts up. Basically, with wireless ones they don't connect straight away. So when people say, oh, you need a wired one, that's the reason why you need a wired one. It's always worth getting a wired keyboard. So what we're going to do is we'll restart, and you want to go into your BIOS. So for me, I will start spamming the delete key because that's for my Asus motherboard. That's the key I need to use. I think you're probably better off looking at your manual or looking online to see what motherboard you've got and what key, because they're all different. So just start spamming it. It doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt anything. Just continuously spamming it, and once you're in, there we go. So we're in. And what we're going to want to do is go to advanced, and I think it's power management setup, and this restore after AC power loss. So it's turned off at the minute. So what we're going to want to do is switch that on. And what this does effectively is when you turn your PC off, it drains all the power from the capacitors in your PSU, your power supply unit. So that completely drains. So when you next switch on your computer from the outlet, it knows to turn on. It knows that it tells the motherboard, let's go. So that's the reason for it. I've got a plug powered by that powerful Amazon thing. I don't want to say her name, but you know it. Because, you know, I don't want her listening. I don't need her right now. So it gets powered on by her, All I say is, you know, her name, turn on arcade, boom, and then the whole computer's going to just launch. And that's what I want. I don't want a dedicated button. So what we'll do is we'll come out. Now that's on. And what you're going to want to do is make sure you save changes and reboot. I mean, I can save changes, save configuration, but I want to reboot anyway, so save changes and reboot. Make sure you save the changes. Okay, now we're back in. Sorry about the lighting. I'm getting reflections everywhere here. So the next one we want to do is go to settings, and we want to go to system, and I think it's, there he is, power and sleep. So I've got this set, the screen when plugged in, turn off after. Now I'm setting that to never, because I don't want the screen to turn off, because it's an arcade. This is what I want. And sleep, when plugged in, PC goes to sleep after. Again, I never want it to go to sleep. It's a dedicated cabinet, so I've chosen never for that as well. And if you go over to additional power settings, mine is on high performance, because I want, it's a gaming PC basically. I want high performance all the time. Yours will probably be set to balanced. Again, if you're using it for, you know, your laptop or whatever, you may want that, but this is a dedicated cabinet, so I always want high power. And again, turn off display never, put the computer to sleep never. Make sure, if you've got a dedicated cabinet and that's what you want to do, oh, that's the wrong one, make sure you tick that box. Okay, so the next one, have you ever seen YouTubers and that, when they play games, there's a little bloody game bar that comes up and says, oh, push this for this and push that for that. What's the point? We all know what it does. We all know what to do if that's how you use things like that. I'm going to turn it off, so, because I can't stand loading up a game and having that thing pop up. I think it takes away from the arcade experience. So what we're going to do, start, settings, gaming. Right, so here, the game bar for the Xbox, we're going to disable that, because we don't want that. So we'll turn that off. That's something entirely different, but make sure that's turned off. And also we're going to want to go into NVIDIA settings, GeForce Experience. Okay, so here we are, GeForce Experience. So we want to go to the cog, go to settings, and scroll down a bit. In-game overlay. We want to just turn this off. So it basically gives you that overlay that tells you push this to record and blah blah blah. Look, you got open and close in-game photo mode. We don't want any of it. So what I'm going to do, see, we just don't need this. So let's close that overlay and just disable it from here. So you don't have to go into settings or nothing, just do what I did. Depends on if you want certain bits, notifications popping up, but I don't want nothing. So in-game overlay, bosh, we're turning it off. And that's that. Okay, and for the last one, so when I boot up my arcade cabinet now, I want it to launch straight into my front end, which is Big Box by Launch Box. Big Box is the front end that like a load of people are using. So I've paid for an all forever membership, and I think the product's great. Now, they're not paying me to say this. They don't even know who I am. I'm no one to them, but I say it as I see it, guys. It's great. For what it does, there's features being added all the time. And to be honest, I think there's so many features that a lot of people don't even know what the features are. So go onto their YouTube channel and they've got loads of videos out there. But so what I want to do is when I switch this cabinet on, I want it to boot straight into Big Box to give me that ready to play arcade experience. So we're going to do that by typing in run. There we go, run. And in the box there, and I'll put it on the screen, we want to type in shell, all lowercase, this is, colon, startup. Again, everything lowercase. Okay. And it's going to bring up this box. So this is your startup box for Windows. So anything you want the computer to boot into, you put in this startup box here. So I'm going to find Big Box because that's what I want to launch into. And let's find it here. It's under Launch Box, Big Box. Here we go. So I'm going to create a shortcut. And I'm going to copy that shortcut in the startup box. So now when we restart, effectively it should start Big Box. It launches straight into Big Box. And there's my LED buttons. So yeah, we can go. Let's find some arcade. There we go, arcade. So now this is where the digital marquee comes into play, and there we go, marquees for that game. How cool is that? So now my buttons have changed, now that I've loaded up, and they tell me what buttons this game's going to use. And every game's different, so if I load up another game, different colour buttons. It's really awesome bit of software, and I recommend anyone get it. If you know, you don't have to code, but you have to do a lot of fiddling. So let's put in a credit, do a quick Royal Rumble with, oh yeah, it's got to be Ultimate Warrior. Oh, I've got to choose. Oops, sorry, I've got to choose someone else. Why have I got to choose someone else? Here we go. Yes, it will be better with the sound, but at the minute, like I say, I'm still fiddling with settings and don't really need to be hearing it full blast. Yeah, wallop. Don't mess with me, man. Yeah, covering, that's it. Bosh! Oh, nearly hit the ref. Who the hell am I controlling right now? I think the Ultimate Warrior. But you get the idea. If you want, I can pause it as well, which is cool because you couldn't do that in the arcades. If you want to see any other tutorials on Big Box, or if you can think of anything, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll try and make a video. I've still got loads of software configuring to do, but I'm enjoying it so far. And like I say, yeah, anything that you're having problems with, drop me a a comment and I'll see if I can help you out, and I'll try my best. Obviously I didn't create these programs, I'm still learning myself, but you know, it's all good, it's all good. I really can't wait till I start thoroughly enjoying this, and now I'm one step closer to, you know, when I switch this on, boom, it's going to come right on, right into Big Box, and I can just start choosing my game and playing. Wifey wanted loads of puzzle games, so I've got a puzzle game section, which is, I think I have to back out of this. Two-player games, puzzle games, there we go. So if I click on that, she's got all her puzzle games there. And again, the marquee changes with different games. Now, some marquees look like that. I'm not too bothered about that because, like, I'll never play these games. But then other puzzle games look absolutely awesome. I think what I'll do is one by one when I play it, if it's got a rubbish marquee, I may look for a nice marquee, but that's what's been scraped. You can say that's really low res there, and then that looks really nice. That's a Taito one. So if I were to click on this, there go my buttons. My buttons are changing, and I know I use that one and that one. If I choose something else quickly, if I just get out of that, if I choose Neo Geo, I know Neo Geo is quite a cool one. Got to remember what, oh, I just saw the marquee, where is it? There it is. So these are all my fighting, well, these are all Neo Geo, basically the arcade Neo Geo games. So if we got Fatal Fury 2. If we load that up, you'll see the buttons change. Wallop. So we've got red, yellow, green, blue. Isn't that cool? And that changes, I've programmed that to be those buttons, so it's kind of like a layout of a Neo Geo system. And yeah, all the buttons change. That's really cool. So I know what buttons are active and what ones are not active. And when I come out, they go to my blue player is player 1, my red player is player 2, and obviously the red, white and blue for Great Britain. So these are my mouse buttons. That's left click, right click, and that is you scroll up and down. That's my trackball, which is disguised basically as a mouse. I don't want it for like I said, Golden Tee and stuff like that. I've got no interest in Golden Tee, but it's just a if you go into Windows games, which you need a mouse to, there we go, so you need a mouse to get out of some games, to quit the games. So we'll just, yeah, Pac-Man, I know that's one that needs it. So Pac-Man, got me marquee, it's loading up. I haven't set none of these keys to change at the minute, because I don't think, well, Pac-Man doesn't need a button anyway. So yeah, so I've got my mouse here and my cursor. So what I'll do is just click to start. I can push the mouse. I don't know if you can see it. Is it yeah, it's picking it up. So I just hover over that, or you can use your joystick and then bosh, get the mouse out of the way, and now you're playing Pac-Man basically. So because this doesn't need any buttons, I haven't bothered. Like I say, I'm just going through the arcade ones at the minute, really, making sure that they're the right colours and stuff. So like when you play, oh, I've never really played this game, but oh, cack. Never played it, to be honest with you. I'm guessing you got to keep moving. Is that? Oh, that's a power pellet. Yeah, it's quite cool. I don't know if I'd want to change the button colours at the minute. I don't know, but I'll go through. And see how I feel. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. And like I say, if we want to get out of this, there is no button at the minute. So what I can do is use the mouse, and I mean I can go to settings and stuff like that. But right now I just want to either play another game, or if I want to get out of it. So it's quite cool. But here's how we get out of it. Look, if we use that menu, exit. Do you really want to quit? Yes. Bosh. Back in Big Box. There we go. So if you liked what you see, please give me a cheeky thumbs up. It really does help me out mentally and the channel. And if you haven't done already and you want to, please smash that subscribe button. Again, that would make me happy as well. Trying to get this channel up and going. Again, if you want to see any videos in particular, if you're having trouble, let me know and I'll try my damnedest to get back to you. And there we go. That's it for another video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.